Hey, how's it going, guys? What's up? Alright, should be live again. We get Twitch up and running as well. Uh, might have to go to Twitch itself. Either multi-stream. Now Twitch is up and running. I'll let you know, Twitch might be better for like the viewer experience and stuff like that, but it sucks so much more for like an actual content creator or someone like me that just does streaming for fun. Only because Twitch has no fucking control of its bots at all. There's just bots all over Twitch, and it's so annoying. Why can't they handle that? Like, YouTube has already fixed that shit. Like, Twitch, you gotta get up on that. Alright, Twitch is up and running, and it's working fine. Let's start the designs. Right now, I'm pretty much building this space station. I've switched it to fusion power recently. Just got that up and running. I don't think it doesn't need to use most of its fusion power right now, but hey, that's fine. Having it have 300 extra megawatts that it can call to whenever it needs is the way. This one right now is just the Magnum station. This is a separate world, away from the main server, but I'm going to be converting pretty much this station into, well, it's essentially just going to be the kilo station. Because I need a space station that hovers above a kilo constantly to drop it down iron and all that kind of like just base resource, iron, copper, stuff like that. Once that's done, we're good. All right. So right now I'm on the kilo. I think we all right. We don't have any more science. I'm gonna assume it's. Yeah, it's not having cryogenic science packs. This is our space station, or a spaceship that can go between those ships. The reason we want to upgrade and make these space stations is because my spaceships need ammo. And these can make tons of ammo for them. And the update is going to change the thing, so now space stations can now give to spaceships. So I could send it in and completely avoid the step of having to send shit to the planet and send it back up to spaceships. It's going to be a massive change. It's going to greatly improve the quality of life and make space stations actually meta as hell. So stuff like this, you're going to be seeing a lot more in the future Factorio games and builds. Because it's now viable. Before, it really wasn't viable. There was no reason to build this except for this. You build your first one right at the start of the game. This still has red plates, it's that old. And it just drops white science down, because white science is easy to produce. Just iron and ice and carbon. Super easy. But yeah, this is pretty much the only large space station you build, and it's just for this one purpose. Now you actually have multiple purposes for it, whether refueling, refilling stuff. You can even have one that just gets ice, a whole bunch of that. Chips it into barrels of water. Who knows? You can do anything. Can you? Wait a sec. I just had... I have to, like, learn to not... I have, like, the worst muscle memory for this stuff. Alright, you can't. I was wondering if you could barrel up spaceship fuel. Because if you could do that, I would have started doing that. I would have barreled up all the spaceship fuel and just started shipping that in barrels. I've basically done that for fusion fuel right here. Yep. I also hooked this up to this, so it will cancel when this gets above 10k. But yeah, fusion power seems to be the most OP. Magma stations should be able to run for practically forever. Yeah, with 40 gigajoules and it's at 50 already, that's gonna be more than fine. Did this... Okay. That's good. Now let's... Chia. Everything's with steel. What is that broken? It's just some stuff on Fulgora. It's no big deal. Alright, we'll wait for this to build some steel for me. But right now I'm deciding on how I want to get the space station over there. I'm wondering if I could, like, because I'm thinking it'll thrust very slowly through space, so even if it takes like an hour to get there, if it could survive the journey itself, then it'll be worth. If it can't survive the journey, then we're gonna have to make it go into like a proto mode where it's smaller originally, then it grows out into its full size. But then we have to really figure out how to protect it, because there's gonna be large asteroids all in orbit. A lot of difficult problems. Can we make these strong enough that they can just destroy on its own? Actually, that's what I'm currently testing. That's the first idea. We're trying to make that. We're just trying to give this some basic fuels. So we're gonna do an ice crushing here. We're gonna do an iron crushing here. Alright. I don't think this is gonna work, but we're gonna try. because sometimes things work that you don't expect it. Alright, we're gonna do this. Alright, that works pretty well. Alright, so likelihood of it actually surviving this, pretty much 0. But can we try it? Sure, why not? It's filled up in missiles in pretty much every section that really needs it, so might as well go for it. No shot this actually works. There's no shot this actually works, by the way. Still no donate button. No, one day. That's advanced things for me to do. No, well. I should get that up on. Oh, I didn't have Twitch chat up and running for a moment. I just saw you on my, the bar. Or no, I just saw you on OBS. Luckily, now I can actually see your chats. I have very little faith in this running. I have a giant space station moving with one single thruster over here. It's already out of fuel. It's losing distance. Alright, it's going back to... It went right back to Volcanus. Alright. That's pretty funny, actually. Huh. Well, we're gonna cancel that. And what did we learn? We're gonna need a lot of fuel. We're gonna need an absolute boatload of fuel. Huh. Is Twitch easy to set up a donate? I don't even know how hard it is. Just, I keep on saying this, but like last time I said the same thing. I just don't really go on Twitch much. I don't have anything. I'm not like ready for like the YouTube one yet. Or YouTube just won't pay you because they don't want to pay Owen. That's how it be. Costs them more to host my videos than anything, anyways. All right. Alright, that'll be pretty early on in the creation. Can watch everything go away. Oh. Alright, so that should be a lot better. I do not like that part, like where blueprints just can't be like immediately destroyed. How do you destroy this? Like I want these to go to like a trash bin. Like I don't want these to go into like chests and stuff. It's so annoying that this has to be put into chests. Because I use these all the time and I don't reuse them at all. There's just my copy button. Got some space platform here. See if we can get to a kilo. This is not a good ship design for just moving it, but that's all it's meant to do is move it. I'm just gonna assume a kill is gonna take too much damage while trying to form. Hell, even if we can get 2 of its limbs off, though, we could rebuild the whole thing. It's all symmetrical, so. We have more than enough ammo for this entire journey and more. Okay, this actually might work, straight up. Like, as this is... Seems like it's just making steady progress this whole way. Well, this is having us on the rocket socket over. This one could just make the journey on its own. This one's kind of free. This is all the defenses you need to get to a kill, by the way. And for the majority of it, you only need these 2. But sometimes, large rocks become enough that you need the triple. That's actually a lot of times. Alright, let me actually look at this one. Magma Station, is this really gonna make it? Okay, if it makes it, I'll be so happy. This ship is crazy, like a lot faster. Because it's our actual transport ship. I designed it to be really thin because that's the only thing that comes into the calculations. Like, the weight of the ship doesn't matter. It's just how thin it is that matters for speed.
What is wrong with me?
Oh, oh no, it'll be fine. I'll just be able to ship up the barrels anyways. I'm just going to try to copy this design if it works. Oh, it could actually tell you how much damage it took during the flight. That's actually kind of cool. I didn't know that. Alright, that would be it. Okay, I can make the journey. Alright, now we,
we need to get more. What the hell? Why is it taking so long? It's right here. Literally, the only thing that needs to be prioritized right now is that, because all of these turrets are on, they're not allowing anything to go. Which is very unfortunate. I mean, what was like the load autosave 2 minutes ago? Let's load that. We could stop most of the problems by quite literally just being a tiny bit faster with this. This really is that simple. As if we could just get a few of these in and this running before we just need to jumpstart the reactor. That's literally it. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Let's go! This is all we need. If we get this... Oh, it's too late. Wait. We had like one last sliver of hope, but nah. What got built? What got built? Oh, solar panels. We just need to finish that 1%. All the efficiency modules. Alright, I can do it. I gotta, like, speed reload that, though. Alright, we got pause. Immediately grab this. We already have it in our inventory, so we don't have to do more. We shoot that off. We go to the station, and we immediately add as many solar panels as humanly possible. I got a fast load, and there we go. I'm gonna grab this. That should power it now forever. Go, go, go! You can... It's how it be sometimes. Why do we not have power? Oh yeah, because we don't. Not because we don't have any fuel. Silly me. Fuel in, power go burr. What? What? It automatically loaded another. All right. We're gonna do it again. This time we're gonna do a little bit smarter. While it still has power, because I think it can automatically load that type of fuel if there's still power. Alright. Alright, power to the whole station is now up and running. Maybe you could just maybe I could have done that last time. I just didn't notice. But hey, we're not gonna talk about that. Not even gonna think about that. Alright, so now we can finally get rid of all of these. We don't need any of that. This will last the station for a while. I am hoping these laser turrets do more damage. That's just two. That's one or two. All right, wait. Yo, that works. That works. That straight up can take out big asteroids. Okay, and let's go to energy. Energy-wise. Dang. Okay, all right, that works. Damn, we can take a lot of power though. That's why we have the quads or the 6 turbines set up. That good stuff. All right, I am very much impressed. So we're gonna fill this up. Well. Oh my goodness, that was awful. Oh, no, that one too. Luckily, bruh. Just take your time. If I only have a couple, I'll just do these ones, because that was an inside one. Inside ones don't matter as much, and most of them actually, they don't spawn at the bottom as frequently. I recognize that because this one never filled up as fast. But is that seriously it? Nice. And now I just gotta connect these again. Alright. Oh, you know you can do this. Bang. Forbidden lore. This is sick. That works. I forgot to copy the design that made it to a kilo. Which I should have done because the novice spawner doesn't even have rockets on it, so it doesn't work, but it wasn't that hard to design. It was pretty easy. You just gotta build the stuff and then okay. Okay, this works. I didn't. Okay, laser works on a kilo. If you have enough laser damage, that is. Let's see how much I have. We're at level 7 laser damage, so our laser turrets are dealing. Shit, I forgot. Rocket socket's here, and it needs to immediately leave because it's not supposed to stay in orbit. We're gonna send it rocket socket, and then we're gonna send it up some probably fuel. Yeah, fuel's probably good to send. It's always nice to send fuel if we can. And this is a starter to like jumpstart fusion. I want to send it a starter, which will be just pretty much that and that. That's a starter. So my space stations that are my actual platforms like this are not meant to stay in orbit long. I need to bring. I have to actually go to the real thing that we have to upgrade is Volcanus. This needs to be upgraded. I need to get some of that tungsten up in here. Look at all that. It's mine. Ooh, 11 mil? Just look at this. Our tungsten mines are running out. It's awful. That's why like this isn't running, which is what fuels a large part of my empire. Sir, no, there's not another ship here. I'm gonna actually. This is. I like this planet. I like Aquilo a lot. Aquilo is one of the ones I really do enjoy. It's meant to drop all of these, by the way. It's not allowed to keep those. Should be there. That's why it's not working properly. We're gonna send this back to Falgora. Okay, this is huge though. We actually have a working space station at Aquilo. This is massive. This changes everything. Because now we can start actually building like real massive structures on Aquilo that aren't relying on other things. All right, I don't need solar panel anymore. It's blown up. It's dead. That's one of the difficulties. This ship will go too fast if it stays in orbit too long. Go, go, go! Because see, it fills up with all the fuel before this belt. And since it has this amount of pipeline to go, it's actually a lot of fuel in that pipe before it actually runs out. And we want it to be limiting its fuel immediately. We don't want it to wait at all. If a shit ton of them spawn right in front and then just doesn't hit them, come on, you got this. Yeah, it's gonna be fucked over here. Ooh, just barely got through that. Dude, triple rocket is the way. Triple rocket's so good. Let's go. Dude, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting it to make it out. So the planet Aquilo has like a ring of large ice asteroids around it. You can actually check. You can see this in the space map, like here. You see how you get right towards it? There's a gigantic ring of big ice asteroids, essentially. And we just got past that area. That's the most difficult part of the journey. If you make it past that, you're good. You're smooth sailing the rest of the way. The rest is just normal oxide. Yeah, you're not gonna have to worry. But that's the difficult part of the journey to Aquilo is. Wait, it's different. So this is actually really cool. You could choose to go this way, and you're going to get more metal ones. I did not check the routes and what differences were from different routes. That's actually really cool. Laser damage OP. Alright, we're gonna have to learn railgun stuff, though. Maybe workers. Ah, wah, bah, 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 bah. It also means this entire section of making missile defenses was completely pointless. You could defend on a kilo space stations with just lasers alone. And not even that many lasers. I mean, this is a shit ton of lasers. Just this is a shit ton of lasers, and they had been upgraded to do, like, let's see, their defense. They do 3 times the damage currently. So I have this many lasers. You need 3 times this amount on vanilla. So, or if you have no upgrades at all. So no upgrades, triple this amount will be able to deal with this pretty effectively as well. Which is probably not doable. Just due to enemy energy consumption. You'll probably need a much bigger fusion reactor for that. And that's just how it goes. All this extra stuff. I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing weird in here. Yeah, that was weird. This looks kind of strange. That looks very strange. Yeah, that's fine. It goes to the inner rockets. The inner rockets just protect the core. So I'll let them stay, even though they're not going to be doing anything anymore. I think I did that somewhere else. Yep, right here. Let's fix that. Yeah, we didn't need this at all, so I'm just going to go back to the old design. As this will be another place to refill on rockets. Oh, dude, this is going to be so good. Ooh! So imagine you get to or you get to a kilo and you don't have enough rockets to make the journey back. This station will now just be like, you're good. I made all the rockets you would have needed. That's going to be great. Alright, so we take away that, get rid of this one. It's so... it's just the death beams. Oh, that's great. I always like when it just works out pretty well. And now I can just do old design, which was... Old design was just this. Goes right here. I don't know what all that was. This goes right here. This means all the rockets, so I was planning to share some rockets, so pretty much 2/3 of the rocket production would have gone to defenses. And a very small amount of it would have gone... What the hell? Oh yeah, this it has to be redone. It's all sorts of messed up right now. I was trying some stuff. Luckily, I don't need to try that stuff anymore. Phew! We don't need this. Phew! We need that. Oh, we gotta get rid of that. It's not supposed to go this way anymore. I repurposed this route earlier for that reason. It was actually really awesome. And it just makes this journey on every section. It's so... Woo! Clean. I'm so happy. I make the spaghetti bases, and yep, that's how it has to be. I've been in the kitchen for far too long. I make up these monstrosities. Oh, it's great. All right, let's go. All right, now we have something huge going on. And for the person that wants me to get what is it? Ignis, you want me to get like tips or like donations for this? I'll see if I can do that. I have all weekend this time. Like I'm off for the rest of the week, so I'll have time. I am very lazy, so I don't do it a lot of times. So lazy, in fact, I don't even want to get paid. Oh, that's it'd be that way sometimes. It'd be that way. Nah, I'll be doing this anyways, though. I don't expect anything out of it. I've been making, what, streams and, like, content for years now. I have not made a cent, and I don't expect to make a cent. Yeah, I just do it because it's something to do. And also, he's testing my skills. That's pretty much the best part about it. I have to learn how to manage multiple things properly and be able to make it presentable. That's harder to do than just playing a game on your own and just relaxing. I mean, I can still relax doing this, but a bit more intense. But it's good. My streams are pretty quiet anyways, so. Zap, zap. Alright, so we now know this design just works. Or lasers. Alright, but pretty much the goal is going to be having a space station on every platform that can supply me tons of ammo and stuff. Because look at this one. Look at all those rockets and ammo that are just now free on a kilo. If we actually built a kilo up now, okay, so now is finally worthy of building like a ton of rocket silos on a kilo. Because we could have and this is actually one of the planets where it's like very optimal way to do so, because all you need is processing units. I don't know actually. I don't think can we make these on here? Plastic? Yeah, well, yeah, yeah, there's oil. Yeah, there's crude oil. You can make everything up here. As long as you have oil. Well, you need to get the copper and iron from space, which is why we have the space platform. So technically you want to ship in most of the chips. Like, this planet's a net deficit on chip production, or it should be in most scenarios. Unless you have a wicked space station. Should we make a wicked space station? I think so. I think that'd be pretty cool, actually. First off, we also changed the name. This was a magma station originally, because it just used to be there. What is it? It's called Blackwater. Blackwater Station. that's kind of sick. I actually like it. I like that name a lot for it. Because it makes the black oceans of Aquilo look really cool. I mean, it's dark blue, but hey. I was thinking of the map on Halo. I don't know. It's might be like Cold Reach or something like that, where it's like they do this map all the time. There's like it's like an outpost above an ocean. It's really cool. I loved Halo. Halo was my game growing up. Oh hell yeah, dude! I love that shit. I played the entire campaign of it on Legendary difficulty. Played through that all the time. Got all the skulls and everything. If there's a challenge in Halo, I was doing it. I think I even did like Lasso with my friends. It was wild. The best was the custom games in Halo 3. That was shit. That was my childhood. Oh, it didn't say the name. We should have something that will let the stations be at the #1 spot, so we can just see stations, and then we can see rockets, and there's like a divider. We just dump in power to destroy them. It's pretty good. Whenever it makes a rocket, just sends it here. Goes down the logistics line, back to the center. And this will be the hub that'll be able to send pretty much an entire fleet of these rockets and red ammo. 2 other stations nearby. That's why we have all these ports. Each one of these is like another port that can send out and receive another thing. So it should be able to rapidly fill as many stations as there are. So if like even like 5 ships came in at once, it should be able to fill them all up right away. No problem. And that's the idea. It makes ships that I actually built significantly more viable. So I built a ship design that technically isn't the most viable because you need to you have to feed it rockets. It makes its own ammo, but in a really shit way, so you typically have to supply it. Like, it can survive inner system with its own ammo, but otherwise not. So typically you have to ship in rockets wherever you go, and I have like I have to go to Volcanus, and whenever it gets rockets, it's fine. In Volcanus, I built the solution on Volcanus. So this is what always refills it with rockets right now. It's an insane rocket silo array. And this is probably nothing compared to like actual mega bases. This is probably like still small fry, but I built this in like early game. Like we came to Volcanus and I started building this, and then I expanded it all the way, and it can keep on going if you want. It's stackable, so this design is repeatable for as long as we can have throughput on these. And if we can't, we just build another one, and then we build another one up top. But these are what pretty much allows my ship design to be very viable, even now. But when space stations become a thing, it's just one of my ships will go into orbit. It'll be like, hey, can I have 1 row of rockets? It'll be like, sure, here's a row of rockets, here's a row of red ammo. And then bam, you're good, it flies away. It won't even take half as much time anymore. I'm wondering what the cost will be. I mean, if it's no cost and it's just, yeah, you can send it because it's like this, like how it looks like a game. It would work like that. because we only are moving stuff in 0 G. It's not that much energy required anymore. Like all the energy to actually transport items goes to getting out of the gravity well of the planet. It's all being wasted there. Once you're in space, I mean, there's no more force really needed. You just need to be like, all right, give it like one push, and then it'll just keep on going until it gets to its destination. So, I mean, it could be very cheap and very cost effective. And I'm very excited. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Even if it's not, I'll find a way. I'll find a way with this, and I'll make it work. I'll find a way to make it work then. But alright, this is great. Great news. Rotato Industries. Alright, we're going to make Rotato Industries. It's going to be another space station, but it's going to be the Volcanus space station. It's going to be replaced Magma Station that just left. I find the Volcanus one looks the best, but that's because I designed it to look really cool. And they're all basically based off of the Volcanus design, but the Volcanus was easiest to design for, and stuff like that here. It's like right here. I think Mark III is the good one. And now you can see this. The entire array of robots activates. And Volcanus does its thing. Volcanus does what it was meant to do. Let's go. It's always so sick. Is that one on? Wasn't on automatic. That's why I didn't go with all of the other ones. Oh, and if you thought I could only do it once, nah, round 2. And this is why I can resupply a crazy amount of ships, because to send ammo to space is really not cost effective. If you can only fit 50 red ammo and a rocket, it's bad. Why is this not making stuff? Oh, it's out of ice. Why is it out of ice? Oh. Wait, there's ice there. I always like this since the solar panels look good. You also need the least amount of turrets for this to defend in this orbit, because it's just Volcanus. There's no large asteroids, so you don't need the crazy ones that we need over here. The actual Death Star lasers that are necessary to protect the Aquila ones. Only that section is all that's needed for Volcanus. It's wild. That's it. We could probably do with a lot less. Do I want to do the... Here, I'll just do that, actually. In truth, lasers are better. But this is symmetrical. And my OCD wants that right now. Besides, if we lose a laser, we can replace the laser on this build. Or this format. With the other one, we can't. If we lose the laser, it's just gone. But we wouldn't lose the laser with the other one. Or maybe one of these ones. Cool. Well, that's going to start this industry up. I think carbon's the most requested. This would be a good measure if it's alright. It doesn't even get within this inner radius to where... I mean, it does get to where all of them have activated, but... Do I think it can survive 3 at once? Yes. Do I think it can survive 4 at once? Probably hit the wall, then. They'll probably hit this wall. I think it'll survive, though. It's a whole structure. Alright, this is actually really awesome. We got a working Aquila space station. We're just having a few accumulators just chilling. Giving the station a bit of a battery. Alright, fix the design a bit. Still building. That's fine. It'll take some time. Yeah, if you use it for too long, this cannot sustain this. It's more like a capacitor. You can use a whole bunch of energy really quickly, but it's not like a battery. It will not last a long amount of time. It's great for when a spaceship just arrives and you want to refill it up immediately and then have that spaceship leave to go somewhere else and do its thing, and then have time to rebuild up all its capacitance to do that same thing again. But if you're trying to build an entire space station, it's going to take a little bit longer. It's not bad though. Certainly not bad. Because we've just pretty much built this one, and we've already got this entire space station up and running. That's what this game's like when you have... once you get like far enough into the game, it's sort of like this. Where you just build a space station with like a snap of your fingers. You can just be like, bam, I want it done. And there, you got it. I don't know if you hear the sound, but I definitely hear the sound on my end because I programmed it in to do that. Like the animation and all that. I even added like an MP3 file of like a snap to actually play it. I hear it every time. I don't know if you guys hear that shit, but it's kind of cool. That's like the best part about like having like the hand motions. I could like model stuff like that. Like the snap was one I did myself. I had to pretty much get out all the animations and record it in a motion file, and I was able to replay it now. So now, whenever I want to, I could do a snap, but my face does not move when I do it. Like, it all locks up because and you also see I have like a serious face. It's because I was locked in when I had to do that snap. I was like focusing, so I actually had to do the motions, and my hands are much more sensitive. So like small movements do a lot. So getting it to make like a snapping motion was pretty hard. Cause you can even see my finger go in and do it. It's nice. And it's just what it is. There's 1,000 on the line. Yo, start getting that shit out of here. We don't want it here. Some ammo on the line. I think I saw it. Huh. That's not supposed to happen. That's supposed to go there. Wait, no it's not. That's supposed to go there. Someone's trying to scam me. I'm getting a call on my phone. Hell no.
Oh, oh, sorry.
Good. We don't want a broken one. Use like a normal one. They're all broken, so that's fine. Whoa. Whoa. That's annoying. This is why I don't like streaming on Twitch. Twitch doesn't do anything about this. Alright, got rid of the bot. Great success. Alright, let's go. Back to factory building. Hell yeah. Alright, so Kilo Station's working. Let's see, is Volcanus Station up and running yet? It's still being built. There's a couple things we could do. Volcanus needs a serious upgrade. I probably should head back to Volcanus and start doing that. We have to start... Can we make railguns? We just researched that. I want to shoot something out of a railgun. Alright, so how do I craft a railgun, first off? Because I want to start using that against those guys. The destroyers? Does that just work? Like, can I just go, like, spearfishing with them? Railgun ammo. Okay, explosives, copper cable, and steel. Okay, that's cool. Now how do I make a railgun? Right here? Okay, tungsten. That's the issue right here. That's the issue we're running into. We have no tungsten plates. Alright, so... Volcanus is what we need to get the tungsten plates from right now. None of them survive. What do they all get turned into? Probably these. Yeah, I do see that. Until you have this full, you're always gonna be... Oh, and I just used a ton because I just built this. That's unfortunate. So I can't, like, get, like, a... Can you, like, make a circuit thing so it only builds these? If there's a surplus? You probably can. You probably can, actually. Alt G. Fifth. This, but it would have to be the entire network, not just one of these. So if like one tungsten got in, which it doesn't, 'cause it immediately gets used up. Thing. I really should have waited. It's fine. I need... Oh, dude, I really need that tungsten. I just gotta sort of like pause these. What? This might not work at all. Wait, 2? 3? Oh. It's going somewhere else. Okay, so where else is it going? I'm just gonna follow where it goes. Let's see. Alright, so there's someone going there, and it's heading this way to the science. How much science we got? Oh. Alright, that'll fill up now. Amaze. I need more steel. I really should have, like, done this better, my personal logistics. This is, like, something that has been with me the whole game. And I have done it in the worst way possible. Physically possible. I made one giant block. Oh, it's bad. It is so bad, but hey. It's worked so far. Activate the C pump. Not that pump. What's that? Oh, it's here. Does it even need power? How does this not need power? Maybe you can use the waves. Who knows? Clever engineering could probably do that. What's up? What's up? Alright, that should be good. Ice, ammonia. Should I connect it? We already have a ton of ammonia. Turn it into fuel, or we could turn it into. Kind of need to just turn it into fuel. So I need a ton of these. Yep, that's why we need a ton of these. What's it? For ammonia to fuel, we need the oil as well. What getting destroyed? Oh, this. Oh yeah, shit. This is just this factory still getting built. I'm a little bit deaf to things getting destroyed because of Falgora over here. So I did my best to make this place like pretty much electric proof. Wait, is this like completely filled up? Falgora might be cooked. Oh yeah. Oh, all right. So never mind. That was actually a much bigger thing. But the only thing that's actually being destroyed right now is this factory that's just still being built. That'll just take some time. As Volcanus needs to make some more rocket fuel, I think. Yep. But usually throughout this playthrough, robots will go across this gap right here, and they will get struck by lightning. So I've heard that noise forever, and it has driven me mad. Yes, but like this gap, this huge gap here is fine actually. The robots, it's completely covered. It's this tiny gap right here that they keep on going through that will just keep on getting me. But so they get hit by that all the time. I'm going to expand the chest here though, because doing that will just temporarily fix the solution. It's a band-aid. Actually, yeah, it is a band-aid, but we just got foundries, or what is it, foundations, which is going to be huge. We could actually do a lot to fix this place up. Just add some random blocks of chests here and there. Yep. We've gotten the big ones, so the lightning collectors. I made sure I upgraded them as best I could. We need to make them like rare and maybe higher quality. Oh, rare will be huge, because that will probably fix this. That's the one thing I haven't messed with so far in this game is the quality. I mean, I got a little bit of it. Like over here is the best I've done with quality, where I got at least a tiny amount of rare superconductors. Trying to upsample for these ones, but yeah, we haven't gotten to legendary. I really needed a quality 3 in here. The one time I did use, I actually did make, this is the one time I used rare though. It's right here. I needed a little bit of extra reach for my electrical pole grid, and it was just enough to make this gap. And so this is a giant island that is giving this area a ton of power. So this has been like, I actually did this like specifically just for this. I was like, oh my goodness, it'll make it if I upgrade it a little bit. And so I think I built, I think I had Jake help me with this. So Jake helped build this because I think he did this. So this is where we got the rare iron and the rare copper. Just to build the rare electrical poles. Yep. Oh, that was a classic one. That was another band-aid solution, because Falgora, it still runs out of power, but it was completely running out of power. And I think now it's, yeah, it's not using as much power because it's not active. So it's been turned off for about an hour. Oh my goodness, Falgora has been doing nothing for an hour. And right now, you see how all the robots are moving again? It's because there's more stuff to recycle, and they could put stuff in chests. So Falgora is now back up and running. And so the electricity is going to go crazy again. And let's see if this is running. I can start doing some of these by hand. I should probably import... Ooh, that's actually not that good. Rocket Socket's my favorite ship. It could do an interstellar run right now. I'm gonna make it grab a whole bunch of pipes though. Have it grab like 500 of those, and actually might take a while. Now that I think about it. How many can you put in a rocket at? 200? Alright, so we'll just get 400 of those. How many can you put in these? Get 100 of those. That should be good for now. A band-aid solution. This is actually a multiplayer run of like vanilla. Jake usually plays with me, but this is like a solo, pretty much a solo snapshot of the world. This isn't going to be the main server, but any blueprints we make here and like preparations we do, we could use like some like knowledge gained here can be used for the next run when we get on the actual server, which I like doing. And this has been the greatest success of this run so far, which is we got. So this stream, we figured out we got this station up and running at a kilo. And this is going to be for the new update, where you have this station makes a ton of rockets and a ton of ammo. And so now my spaceships don't actually really produce their own stuff. They actually like to import their own ammo and stuff. So the new update, I'm going to have space stations at all of the planets, sending the ammo around, so no longer it's like at only Volcanus. Oh yeah, these lasers are, I've been upgrading, I think they're level 9 at this point, but the original design didn't have lasers, but I was like, alright, I'll test it. I'm not expecting this to work, but it's able to handle it. It's because I have a really beefy fusion reactor here. And fusion reactors really, or fusion is super easy on this planet. But yeah, because they combo with each other, like I can show you, like, alright, let's see the range of everything. So these just make this triangle grid around here, and anything that gets in that area gets shredded. Because this never moves, they also move at very low speeds. So if one of these was like actually flying in really fast, yeah, I'd get rolled. But since they should probably do that to like somewhat counter space stations. Have like every like a random chance of like one asteroid just coming in like pretty fast. It just goes. I'm just saying. To counter what I'm doing right now, having like a 1% chance for an asteroid to have a ton of extra velocity when it spawns would make this build a lot, well, it'd be a lot more dangerous. I don't know if it would survive, and I'd probably have to double the lasers. But yeah, it's only able to survive because of the fusion power. If I didn't have this, or the fusion generators, there's no chance. Yep, this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm so, dude, look at these stations. Ready to give infinite rockets, infinite ammo to whoever comes by. And because this is also a kill, I'm gonna start sending supplies down here. And this is gonna be for all my planets, so I'm gonna have, this is gonna be, so as this is we just built a station again. And this gives you more rockets, more piercing rounds. And this is built at Volcanus. Idea is every single planet's going to have its own station. At least one. And then my refueling of ammo will be done by the stations, not by the planets themselves. That'll make my ship designs even smaller, because then I could get rid of this whole section. So, like, right now, currently, I even have this backup, like, ammo production thing here. So this is all a little bit of extra wasted space that I could condense a bit further, because I like having a really condensed ship design that goes everywhere. And then I just have importing ammo everywhere. And that's pretty much what I'm going to be going towards. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. Let's see what I gotta do. Alright, so that station's done. I really want to get some of this, but I don't have any. Huh. Can I mine some additional ones somewhere? I think there's some over here. Yeah, there is. Okay. Let's do that. Let's go. These give a radar if you didn't know. Solar is OP on Volcanus. That's what we're currently using. Solar's OP on most planets. Novice and Volcanus it's the best on. Yeah, on our Novice we have gigantic solar farms. It took a while to do, but it became what our entire grid was basically by the end of the playthrough. So it took over. And it's worth. All it takes is space, and you got plenty of space, especially if you make the Great Walls. We had a really good spawn, though, so, like, these lakes are perfect for blocking off the bugs in so many key choke points. So we were able to gain a lot of land. Wait, look at this. Do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see what I'm seeing? A greater novice? Oh, I'm seeing something. Look at these lakes. Look at this choke point right here. Why'd I have to make this big wall when I could have all this extra land, too? Right here? Oh, what is this? I want to actually explore. Oh, that'll be fun. I'm not using any of the land inside anyways, so it's not... Well, the only reason actually, it would be pretty good getting the copper. The one copper. I am running out of copper in a couple areas. I've noticed that. All right, let's see. Add a pump check here. Oh, I should also send the ship now. It's probably got its supplies. Played this game so long, I am so bad with all the macros. I don't know any of the macros. it's bad. We actually have a good amount, so I'm gonna add in. Let's get another 800 if you can. Is Volcanus like ready? Let's see if Volcanus is actually. Oh, Volcanus is cooking. There we go. This once it fills back up with rockets, it's huge. You can build pretty much spaceships with a snap of your fingers. Blink of an eye, and it's done. I mean, that's how we're able to build, like, space stations within a stream. Still. Because this is done. It's completed now. Actually, it's missing a few things from the completed design. These always had, triple ones on each side. So I think even, like, my version 3 might have missed some of the changes to the actual final design. That's all good, though. I want to probably go to Fulgora first to grab some of the stuff that they'll give. Holmium plates are always used at 1 kilo. We have a huge surplus, though, I think. Yeah, we have like 9k holmium plates, so we're really good on that at this moment. Oh my goodness, we have so many superconductors. Or, no, quantum processors. That's amazing. Alright, we can start building stuff. We can't build stuff. I forgot. Got a goldfish memory over here. Oh. I'll probably head back. Can I make railguns as of now? Or do I need... No, I need the tungsten for the railguns. Got no tungsten. Nope. I mean, that's what we're doing over here. Slow and steady. We'll get there. I might have to expand the solar on Volcanus. Dude, the first playthrough I didn't do with bots. I didn't understand that what bots could do. We got to space without it. That was before Space Age, but dude, no bot playing without bots and playing with bots changes everything. Bots are so amazing, best thing ever. I don't know how we did it. I have no idea how we did it. We pretty much put a fish up in space with nothing but like just lines, and we were doing the same. Like, this is our spaghetti after we improved. I think we might have imported this world as well, and like changed some things to Space Age. So this might be the original spaghetti. Yeah, well, before we started using bots, but we added it later. And oh, dude, Novice was crazy. The ultimate. True pasta. Oh my goodness. Jake did most of the circuit stuff, and he did a good job. I mean, we have a whole bunch, but I mean, still, that looks like it. Like, we have this, that, and right here, and that's all the green circuits. Yeah, that's kind of wild, actually. Yeah, we have like 10, so we weren't that much faster, and probably some of those were made like later in the game. Alright, this is being sent to Fulgora. Yep, Fulgora. This is the best ship design. I've redesigned this ship. It's the Benedict class ship. This is the original design I had for it, and I've upgraded it this entire playthrough. Like, we have the Benedict Mark III, Benedict Mark IV, Mark V is when I started. I had the double the fuel. Got a 6. Yeah, and then eventually got to the personal one. I think this is actually at the 7th or 8th now at this point. And now this is like the newer design. I should probably rename this one. It could go all the way to Fulgora and back. No, don't drop all of that. Why'd you have to drop the low density structures? That's a bit annoying. Cool's alright, but it's really effective. It's able to go all the way to 1 kilo and back with only solar panels. And that's what makes it really the best. Oh. I heard that pretty much width was the only thing that mattered in terms of speed, so I made my design constrained to be extremely thin, no matter what I was going to do. And so pretty much this is the ship design that came with that constraint. And I always like building with some sort of constraints in mind, because it makes them look, it gives them a little bit more character. Gives them more, it's a bit interesting, but it's also effective, at least for speed-wise. It can get to 1 kilo back with only, what, 4 turrets, and then 3 rocket turrets, and that's all it needs. It does need to import ammo, but, I mean, it could do that. Oh, it's gonna be good to send some, this ship design, before, I think it got destroyed, but it was, actually, no, I think it actually is ready. And I have to just send it back to automatic. But the only problem is it's not getting tungsten plates anymore, which is what I gotta fix. And which is what I'm fixing right now. Alright. That'll be good. Getting a ton of the processing chips now. Ammo is looking good. As long as it has a lot of rockets, it can make the journey. This has purely mechanical defenses instead of using laser turrets. Doesn't use energy-based ones. Its back half can't rearm itself if it runs out of ammo from the main, though. The front half can, but it's like worse ammo supply. But it can keep the ship alive. But I also have this right here, which is a combinator, which makes it so it always runs at like pretty much 100% fuel efficiency. What is it? It ended at like 96%. 97? Yeah, it's pretty great. I could send this to a kilo now. There's a chance it'll blow up. Oh, I should have sent some of the... Here, wait, I can pause. I'll drop some of this over here. And that's if I want to start up a fusion reactor on Falgora. Which, honestly, I might. There's not really harm into it. It's always so cool watching these ships fly through space. It's my favorite thing to do. This is already producing a ton of ammo and a ton of rockets, just as it should. So how this works is each one of these petals on pretty much this, I made it like a snowflake so it's symmetrical. Each middle beam has one ammo production. This makes red ammo and sends it back to the main hub. Each one of these actually has 3 rocket creators, all of them are one side. And they all make rockets and send it back to the middle as well. So in total, we have 9 things that try to make rockets, and 4 things that try to make red ammo. And it takes up as much space design as it can. It's meant to always be moving, so as long as you keep it running, it's really good. Oh, thanks for joining me, man. It's a blast having people. Just like a shark. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's see. Take that out. Does that still work? That's crazy that that works. I don't have water. I have water. Why is this not being built? Oh my goodness, I've also probably destroyed one of the rockets. Survival. Also gonna send up. Build some of these. It's probably dead though. 50-50 shot it gets back out of this. We have full fuel actually. We just limit how much we actually use at any given time. So it's running at 98% efficiency. Because it runs slower as well, it makes it easier for the defenses to hold. So that's why this low amount of defenses is able to hold it. We're only going at, what, 77 kilometers? Or 80 kilometers? It's still pretty fast. It's not that bad. It hovers around this area. You go up to like 90-ish. Because it keeps speeding up throughout the journey. It's always accelerating slowly. Maybe. Alright, there it goes. That isn't. Oh my god, that isn't titanium. Nah. No, it's just where I had a whole bunch of turrets at one point. Oh shit, that's awful. Complete waste of time. Supposed to get on the rocket socket as well. I'm such a silly bean. I think it was this one I was thinking of, but it was a small titanium vein, but it's still into, yeah. Or tungsten. Oh, it's close. Here. Fusion's so broken. This is like the most broken power source in the game. What is this? Like, this small footprint to build, what, 300 gigawatts? I mean, it would be the most broken power source in real life if we were to master it. That's what our top scientists are trying to do, actually. Well, we're not trying to kill each other, that is. Human beings are wild. Let's start researching some more shit. Let's get that as well. I might be a bit tired. But the factory must grow. At the bottom. I could do this. Alright, the space stations will be at the bottom. That's pretty much the big thing I want for this update. Well, I should also start getting this along the way. I should really layer this on top of each other and make it a lot better in every way. Actually, this is not... You don't want this to be layered on top of each other, so go ahead and extract the ice. Oh. Shit. I should have brought some roboports with me. Oh, you can't do that on this planet. Never mind. I was just looking at that. What is this? Railgun weapon? What is that? I did not even... Whoa! That's cool, actually. I want that. Right? That's actually really sick. For right now, I need the normal one. I should really use just my actual inventory instead of going to like... I always go into the Minecraft menu every time, because I'm just used to that. It's an alert. What happened? I know it has power. Can I just randomly happen? Should I have like, or maybe I should have some batteries? Oh, I had a few batteries. Maybe I should add some more. it gets overwhelmed. Oh. The whole grid goes offline and it's unable to defend itself. It would be nice to have emergency missile launchers right in the middle. The whole station's over. Okay, that's a weakness of the station. If enough electrical turrets go all off at once, they don't do anything. And if it stalls, it's not able to start back up easily. Well, it should be able to, but... Well, yeah, there's no power generation at all now. So if it ever stalls, it completely shuts off. Alright, so we can't allow that to happen. So we got to make gigantic... We need to send stuff here. Also, we might not want to be charging all those things at once. I don't even know if the accumulators help. I'll probably look at this later. For now, I'm probably gonna stop streaming. It was a lot of fun. Hope you guys all have a wonderful